Hey everybody, again, this is Joel Pate with ScoreInc.com. Today we're going to review our ScoreCEO Credit Repair business software, and but we're going to start at a high level. We're going to start with, well, who is Score? What do you guys do? Why did you build this software? And the answer is really simple. We started off as a dispute processing company over 6.5 years ago. And we saw company after company try to start up and only to fail. Now, why did they fail? Did they fail because they didn't know what they were doing? Sometimes. Did they fail because they didn't work hard enough? Sometimes. Did they fail because they just couldn't give it enough time in the day? Sometimes. But what we found more often than that was that we found that the companies that provided the software that they were using, that we were supporting their dispute process with, just did not have the all of the features. No software's got everything, but they did not have all of the features needed in order for that credit repair company operator to be able to really use that software to grow their business. They were good dispute engines. They'd print letters. They'd do all these things, but they couldn't help them run their business. So we decided, I guess it's almost 3 years ago now, to build our own software. We're almost out of beta. We'll be out of beta in this year. And what does that mean to us? It means that we want you to know that our software isn't as complete as it's going to be, but I believe you'll be really happy with how complete that it is. Now, we're going to start off by talking about the fact that we built on a .NET platform, bank grade security, because our next phase is to connect with some banks. And we host on a Microsoft Azure platform, which is Microsoft is the best at hosting applications. Their backup systems are pristine, and they are 100% responsible for our data. We have no other contractor managing anything, backups or anything. We host on Microsoft Azure, and they replicate the data on 21 unique servers around the world. And we also get you to save often during the process. It really doesn't slow anything down. And that means is that if the power went out, the internet went out, the server crashed, the only thing that you're going to have lost is what you have just entered and didn't hit the save button. And again, we don't let you go too far without hitting the save button. I've got story after story after story that after entering a 45 minutes for the credit report, the power went out, or the processor lost focus and they timed out and they had to start all over again. Well, that doesn't happen with our software. We, of course, also are the leading provider of dispute processing in the country and education as well. So we do a real good job of helping you get on your feet and run your business fast enough that you can get, so to speak, get on top of the water and begin to really make some progress. Now, we start that by building out a dashboard for you. That's what we call this. This is up at the top. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 widgets. A widget allows you to drill down and limits the data that's in the lead called status, or the credit monitoring verified status, or the consult complete status, or the signed status, or the paid consult. So if I'm going to run my business, I'm going to walk in the door, and in the morning I'm going to say, okay, what's most important? And based on what I'm looking at on this sheet, the most important thing that we can do is focus on the consults complete that have not signed a contract, or that we've not sent a contract to. Okay, that's where the money's at there. Some of it's here, some of it's here. And then, of course, you damn sure better get on your leads, especially if they're coming from referral agents, because the referral agent just isn't going to like you not calling their customers. So we give you the opportunity to go through all of these and be able to know what's going on in your business. We also connect to Facebook, Twitter. You can email. We can do web to lead forms. Your unlimited referral agents can send in business and view the progress of their customer very simply. This just gives you a pie chart showing the different where you're getting your leads from. We can also connect with Google Analytics. This company is not, so you can actually see your page visits. This is a to-do calendar for the person that I'm logged in as, who happens to be the owner of the company. If the salesperson were logged in, the salesperson would only see their to-dos. Now, to view all of them that this guy's got, then this is the list of to-dos that are have not been done yet. Now, when a to-do is generated based on the campaign setting, what can, excuse me, once an action is taken in the system, like a new lead signs up, the salesperson that is assigned to that lead automatically gets a to-do in their calendar, and they also get a reminder or notification via email that they've got a new task. They can also, those new tasks can also be set up with reminders, which also come via email. We integrate with HelloSign, and what that gives you the ability to do is not leave the system, and for the system to populate the contract, and for the contract to come back to the system and automatically be imported into the 3 portals that we've got. One for the credit repair company, one for the customer, and one for the referral agent. So everybody can see and have access to that signed contract. But more importantly, you don't have to leave the system in order to get a contract signed. These are, if I were running a company, this is where I'd start every day. I want to know why we've got 56 customers that their cases are past due. Well, this is a live company, and we use it for a demo portal as well. So, and then in addition, this company has a different process than any other company that I know of, in that sometimes it takes about a 30 days to get the money where it needs to be. So they're on a pay-for-delete model basis only. They use Trends to Pay. They make their customer fund this special purpose bank account so that when the items are deleted or repaired, the money's sitting there in order to be for the company to get paid. Now, so that's why some of these take a little bit longer, but some of them are just test events that we've not deleted properly. We get a web submission form, and in this event, we've only used the DIY credit repair kit web form in order to drive new leads into the system, but you can set up as many web delete forms as you want to, and we'll talk about that in the next section. This indicates the issues that are being listed by either the customer or within the system, and gives you a good bird's eye view. We give you 2 options on email. One is to connect through what's known as SMPT, and the other is to connect to Mandrill. If you connect to Mandrill, what happens is that you're able to see which emails got sent and which emails got opened. Okay, now that's important, and we think that it is, and this is a really valuable thing. Now let's go just a little bit further before we stop to ask questions. Again, I'm in as the owner of the company, right? But regardless of what kind of user you are, whether you're a salesperson, a customer service person, an affiliate, or a customer themselves, each type of user has this interface, and they can quickly just post on Facebook, use a graphic, whatever they want to do. And when somebody is on Facebook and they need credit repair, you've given them a very good advertisement, and then what happens is that they can click on that link and be entered directly into your software. Okay. Now, let's not do that yet, but let's keep moving. And so that makes it very easy for either your customer, your lead, or your referral agent to help you get business. Now, you can also connect to Twitter. You can also just send out an email, and you can also have this link saved as a favorite, which I do. I think I do. me go down. I thought I saved it yesterday. There it is. This is the link of one of the referral agents, and that referral agent, or it could be a salesperson, they could have this link saved on their telephone, on their iPad, or on their desktop, and when they enter this lead, manually, they enter that. They're a real estate agent. They just got through talking to a customer that's not going to qualify for a loan. Then the agent could fill out this form, and it would know that it came from that agent, and that agent would get credit. Now, we're going to go through that exercise in just a moment, but I don't want to do it yet. Okay. Now, back over here, we also developed the industry's only form snippet code web to lead form. And I mentioned this the other day, and let me go and show you one of the campaigns that we're testing, and if we can get it to work like it's supposed to, or figure out how to make it work, then we'll be able to help you get leads in your area. So let me just log in here real quick and show you how this all can be connected. Give you an idea of a marketing as well. All right, so I'm logging into ClickFunnels, and with that, I'm going to look at one of the campaigns that's being tested by this company, and this advertisement would pop up when a customer on Facebook is presented this ad. They would get, and if this meant anything to them, then they would complete this form, and when they did, they would go to step number 2, and step number 2 is another landing page with a video on it, and the first offer is get these free dispute letters so you can get the to send to the bureaus, and we tell them how to do it. And then we come here with another video that says, hey, that's great, but do this as well. We only charge $3.97 for that. And then if you go back one step further and you go to the thank you page, then there is the receipt that for the $3.97, and then another call to action. Hey, if this seems a little overwhelming, give us a call and we'll help you with that letter. Well, of course, what we've done is we've identified a pain. We have gotten them to click on a link, download something for free, and then we upsold them something else that would help them with that campaign. And then we tried to upsell them to, hey, just let us help you, give us a call. And then with this, you see, based on where the person lands, if they just got through on page 1 and they downloaded the emails, okay, downloaded the free dispute letters, then they would go into a marketing campaign that would talk to them about going to the next step. If they downloaded the letters and they didn't buy the letter that you send to the county courthouse, then we would continue to email them and talk to them about how's it going? Did you get your letter out? Did you get the results back? Be sure to do this. If you want to give us a call, you think this is too complicated, we're standing by. So that lead is going to go into your system using a form snippet code with one of those landing pages, and it's going to be connected. I'll go over here first. It's going to be connected to a campaign, and let's say that letter was for bankruptcy, right? And we're going to connect that web to lead form to this campaign. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to immediately send out bankruptcy letter number 1. And then I'm going to set up a to-do for the salesperson. They got assigned to that on 0 days. So 0 day would be today. 1 date would be tomorrow. And then I'm going to get them to call them again tomorrow. I'm going to send them a lead. I'm going to send them an email tomorrow. And what am I going to do? As the admin of the company, I've set up a task on day one, which will be tomorrow, to make sure my salesperson did what he was supposed to do. And you could elongate this as long as you wanted it to be. Okay. All you got to do is add in additional steps. So let's stop there in our presentation about that overview that covered, why we built the software, what's important about it from a structural standpoint. And now we've kind of ended on a first segment of talking about what do you do and how do you automate the discussion with the client. I had a guy on the call yesterday. I said, what problems are you facing? He says, I can't keep up with what to do. I said, well, here you go. This will help you do that. All right, we're going to stop the recording and take a couple of questions, and then we'll start back up in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about how do you get leads into the system, and we're going to start here again on the dashboard, and I'm going to go down to leads and consumers, and I want to show you that it's really simple to add in a new customer. You just click Create New. You've got to add in these required fields, and then you just keep going with the presentation or with the consultation that you've got with your customers. That's one way. Another way is for you, the credit repair company, to use one of these 5 different methods. Again, they're available not only to you but to your leads as well as to your referral sources. And so now let's go down to referral office. Score allows you to have an unlimited number of referral offices and an unlimited number of referral agents. Let's go and just, let me go back. I clicked that inadvertently. I usually use this one referral office, and they've got an agent that I use when I'm doing doing these demos. So let me just grab him real quick. And you can see we've got an unlimited number of referral offices. And as a referral agent of a referral office, I'm able to log into my own portal. So let's do that. Oh, I did that incorrectly. So give me just a second. Right. And now I am logged in as a referral agent. You see, I've sent in let me get back to Safari there. And I've got one active lead. I can view that lead. I can drill into that lead. And I can understand the accounts that they've got on their credit report. And I can view those at any time. In addition, if I go back, I can view any documents, and I can even upload a document. Many times your referral agent may have a document that they want to upload. It's very simple to do that. As I mentioned earlier, they're able to see the contracts as well and view those. And then they're also able to view the credit progress. Now, the consumer has almost the identical view. This view for the consumer is identical. Now, when we did this, when we used this as a test case, I forgot to change the credit score, so that's why they remain the same. And we had one item that was repaired in this test demo. Now, let's be a referral agent for a moment, and let's look at the fact that the referral agent also has the same ability to advertise for you. An agent can't set up a form snippet code. You have to do that, and you have to set up the campaign, and you have to set up the templates. But the referral agent can use the form snippet codes and in order to drive their business if there was a good strategy to do that. In addition, we've got a referral status. We've got referral points, and they point triggers when a lead is closed. Well, what does a point mean? Well, it means whatever you want it to mean. It could mean $25 off the next month's bill. It could be a Starbucks coupon. Whatever you want to do, it could do it. And then again, one more area, they can upload documents directly and only for their customers, okay? and then I'm going to select the agent. I'm going to select the document type, and then I want to go grab the file. Now, I am the referral agent doing this, right? And there you go. The agent has been able to upload that document for you. Isn't that helpful, right? And then they can view any of the attachments that may have been uploaded that had already been uploaded as well. Now, as a referral agent, I can click Create New, and I can fill out the minimal amount of information, and that's easy to do. Or I can post on Facebook. Now, I connected this referral agent to my Facebook. So again, as I say anything I want to say, make an offer, use a graphic, whatever you want to do, you can connect it to your Facebook account. And when a person clicks on that and wants what you're offering, then they can sign up directly into your system. And then let's see, I'm going to use Byron's name here. It's a new name. And now that new lead is entered into the system. That new lead is already in your credit repair system. They've not activated their account, but they've already begun to get emails. And a to-do has been set up for the customer to, let me get to this email real quick. And so this email has gone out, and all of this is customizable, but it's already done as well. So you could easily start by editing, start by starting over, or just begin as it is. Now, this is a email that is sent out as called the new lead nurturing sequence. Now, we'll go back and look at that momentarily. But what we're doing, and this is going to go out for, we're going to have an 89-day campaign is already built in with to-dos for the agent to call them, the really nice call to actions. You can put videos in there or anything you want. Now, what a customer is going to do is just click on that link. But what I'm going to do so I can manage what browser it comes up in, I am going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to log out as the referral agent. I'm going to copy and paste that link here. And now the customer has the ability to activate their account. Now, they don't have to, but if they do, then you may have a better customer. And you may want to use some of the features of the system. Now, let me go ahead and log in as this guy so we could go to the next step here. So now this is the consumer's portal. Okay, it's let's kind of briefly look at it. There's really nothing here yet, right? And as we go through the presentation, we'll see these things change. But again, the customer can also refer their family and friends to you by either entering their information using a code, posting on Facebook, posting on Twitter, or just sending out an email. And now the system is going to send that whoever that email address is, this consumer who may just be a lead, but may be a very happy customer already, that they're going to do that. Okay. Now let's see what that email looks like. My name is Byron Pate. I would like to recommend a service that you may benefit from. Did you know that according to the Federal Trade Commission, over 25% of credit reports contain material errors, et cetera, et cetera. This is a great thing. Get a free consultation. Click this button, right? And so let's click. And let's see what we got there, because some of these need that may need to be updated just a little bit. So let me see if it's an appointment link or an activation link. Yep, it's an activation link. But what it very easily could have been, though, is just a link to fill out a form to make an appointment. And I use something called Simply Book. Let me show you that if you don't know about it. And some of our customers are using this, and it's really helping them out. It's a little less intimidating for the customer. And just make an appointment with me, and they can choose what times are available or what times you've got available, and that's comfortable with them as well. So another option that could be a part of this letter. Okay. Now we're going to stop here and take some questions and take a little break, and then we may proceed further into actually working this customer. Okay, welcome back. We're going to proceed now with calling up this new lead. Okay, and but I want to show you the way we've structured this software. One is these are called workflow statuses or workflow settings. And just think about it, right? What's the first thing that happens? You get a new lead. What's the next thing you happen? You get the guy on the phone. What's the next thing you happen? You pick out the best payment model for the customer. The next thing you want to do is pull their credit, do a consultation, get a contract signed, and get paid, which is not there yet because we've not selected the payment plan. Some payment plans don't have an initial consultation fee, so that's why that's not there. Now, you over at the workflow settings, you can rearrange those, and there's about 3 that different workflow statuses that are not being used right now because this is this company's process. Okay, so lead comes in, you give them a call, they say, "Hey, I can't talk right now." You go, "I understand." You go up and do a to-do, and you do a to-do there, and then call them tomorrow, call them later this afternoon. You're probably not going to ask them, what's your current employer, what's your date of birth, what's your social right now, but obviously you're going to come back to that. Who are we going to assign the roles to? Well, we're going to assign it to customer service. Who are we going to assign the salesperson to? Well, what happens is that particular referral agent, all of their business goes to this one guy. But if you want to change that for some reason, you can do that. You can assign a processor, and then there's a pending document which is new. I want to get some direction on that. If you lose a cell, you can indicate why you lost the cell. Okay. And then if we wanted to take notes, each one of those workflow statuses have a notes section, and it's defaulted to CRO note. But if you change it to consumer note, then the consumer is going to get an email of that note. So it's an easy way to send a one-off email, and then you can copy anybody you want to copy. You can upload documents, and again, you can view previous notes as well that may have been entered about that customer. And you can do that on every one of the workflow settings. All right, so we've called the guy. We've got him on the phone. We've determined his needs. Why are you on the phone with me? Why do you need better credit, right? And when you speak to the customer and you find out why they need credit repair, you're building a relationship with them, right? If you need to take notes, just click the notes section, take notes. Once we finish that, in that conversation, we probably talked about, well, what are your issues? How bad's your credit? Are you in a hurry? Okay, I'm going to select the gold monthly plan because, again, just in a make-believe situation here, this guy has said that he's got he's in a hurry. We've not looked at his credit yet, but we're going to go with an advanced plan that does direct to creditor disputes as well as just the letters to the bureau. So we show you how to do all that. All those letters already written. Let me just show you around here for a moment. When we're ready to take a credit card, we're going to come back and enter the credit card. Right now, we're going to leave it on cash. And then when we sign up the customer and we do take the next payment, we're going to go ahead and set up the next billing date, which would be for the first round of disputes. So we're going to select the monthly plan. We're not going to select the next billing date yet. We're not going to use credit card yet. What are we going to do now? Well, in this company, what they do is they actually pay for a credit report. And that way it puts them in charge of it, and then they charge their customer for it. And again, they use a naming convention: first name, last four of social, last name, date, last year of birth. They try to keep the questions simple. And when you say that, let me go back and show you a little privacy issue we built in, and that is that only your employees that have access and should have access to the credit monitoring, only with the proper credentials can they access the customer's credentials. And again, that's the safety feature that we've built in. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to consult with the customer. But what we're going to do next first is we're going to come up to credit report. I'm going to open this in another window, and I'm going to go I'm not going to go through the process of downloading a credit monitoring report. I believe everybody knows how to do that, or we can certainly show you in just a few minutes. But we're going to go ahead and grab the file that we've already downloaded. We downloaded it to a particular place, and we're going to click open, and the system is now going to import all of that credit report, all 24 months of payment history, negative accounts, positive accounts. Everything gets entered, and not like other softwares that only enter the negative items and then only certain aspects of the negative item. That's not good enough. You got to have it all in order to do a consultation. You say, well, I can do the consultation by looking online at the report. You can, right? That's certainly possible, but you can also do it with a little more higher tech, a little easier as well. As you can see, anything that's a naming problem or a potential negative item, we highlight it in red. We import the original credit scores. We import the utilization ratios. We break down the report into all of the areas. And then we can go down into the account histories, what I like to do, and begin to do the consultation. But I'm going to stop right there, and instead I'm going to go ahead and send over to the customer, because the customer seems to be computer literate, wants to do this, likes the idea of having their own portal, and thus I'm going to go over and log in as the customer. And let's see. Make sure I'm at the right location. Yep, I am. Okay, now I have logged in as the customer. Okay, now at this juncture, the only thing to do is for the customer to go to the My Account section. And if you want to do this and you could, really get it into your workflow, then you're able to review each item as the customer is able to view it with you. So that's a really nice feature, and I wanted to just show it to you. And so let's go back over. And as we're doing our consultation, we're going to be going down through the credit report. And I'm going to look at this first one, Mass Bay Credit Union. Okay, good. What happened there? Well, I got a car loan. Okay, great. So what we don't want to do is dispute that inquiry, right? We don't want to do that. Discover. Tell me about your Discover. Oh my goodness, you're maxed out on your credit card. Byron, did you know that being maxed out on your credit card, even though you've never missed a payment, this account is probably costing you about 50 points on your credit report? And oh my, here's another one that you're maxed out on as well. So see, you've got to consult on both what are obvious negative items, but items that are positive that have huge negative attributes to them. So just an easy way to help you do a better job. And as we go down through the credit report, we get down to all the negative items, right? And in this case, this guy had been through debt settlement, so that's why he doesn't have a bunch of 30-day lates and stuff like that. All that's old, and this is about 4 years into his debt settlement, and what we've got left are collection accounts. Now, I'm not going to go through a complete how do you do a dispute. What I am going to do, though, is go through this and just show you from a consultation standpoint what you may want to be doing. And to do that, I'm going to go back and I'm going to write down what we talked about. And of course, I'm going to be writing this down as we go along. And then whatever else the customer told you, you would want to go over that as well. When we're finished with that, we can even timestamp it so we know when we did the consult. So if anybody ever asks, we've got a timestamped and dated consultation. Now, one of the next things that you can do with our software, and this is not obligatory, but you can send the customer a dispute plan. Now, this is the customer, this is the credit repair company view, but let's go over to the customer and click on dispute plan. And this gives, I didn't send it yet, got to click that button. Okay, so we've sent it. And now we'll go back and refresh the customer screen. And now what we've got is the ability for the consumer to tell you why they want you to dispute every item or each item. And this is, without a doubt, something that will make you more compliant. And as they tell you about, and they're doing this, but they've got to tell you, or we want you to do it this way. You're not obligated to do it using the software, but you can. And then we're going to click save. And now the whole world knows that the customer approved your dispute plan. Now, the next thing that you can do with our software that you can't do with anybody else's is send the customer a good faith estimate. And if you remember, we chose a plan because the customer said they wanted to be very aggressive. So we chose that plan, and we're going to be very aggressive with it. Kind of get these in order here. But when the customer, when they click on good faith estimate, again, this is just a scenario, they look at this and say, I can't afford that. Well, when do you want to know they can't afford it? Well, I want to know right now. So no big deal. We stay on track. We go back to the customer. We tell them about a lower priced plan that doesn't have as many bells and whistles to it. And they choose that. They say, okay, I want to pay that. That's great. And then you just send them back the good faith estimate, and it'll be indicating a lower price. So I'm going to send that over. And now I'm going to go back as the consumer. I'm going to refresh my screen as a consumer. I'm going to see that the price is different. I'm going to agree to it, and I'm going to click approved. And now the whole world knows that your customer approved the good faith estimate. And when you refresh your screen, you'll know that they did as well. Now, according to your business model, you may be ready to send a contract. You may not. But if you are, let's go ahead and send the contract. And again, I want to remind you, we've not left the software system one time except to go get the credit report. So the customer is being sent the credit report, the contract. It'll arrive via email in just a moment. I'll wait for that to happen. Okay, we've gotten in the agreement. We've gotten in the contract. And what I'm going to do is I'll show you the email. And thus, all the customer's got to do is click review and sign. It's going to open up a window on the customer's computer. The customer is going to do whatever they're going to do, read down through it or not. And it's very important that the customer really understand this contract. So I would do everything I could to go through it with them, make it really simple. They're going to click continue, and then they're going to click I agree. And now the contract is on its way back to the salesperson. Now, in addition to that, there's also an option where you can log into HelloSign. And now we see that that contract is still showing out for signature, and thus it's not ready, back and ready for me to sign it yet. That sometimes takes 2 or 3 minutes, but we'll look one more time and then we'll move on. Okay, it's just not back and ready to sign yet. So then the contract comes back, and then again, based on your business model, then you're free to take the payment when your business model indicates that you are. All right, now let's go back up to the dashboard and end here. ScoreCEO is a complete software solution that is ready to help you grow your business with built-in campaign and marketing integration with Facebook, Twitter. And if you're wanting to take your business to the next level, I recommend that you let us know. We'll get you signed up for a demo. And then I also want to introduce you to the ScoreWay University. If you'll type in ScoreWay University, it'll redirect, click this link, and then that'll give you access to a tremendous amount of free information that we've got for you, and some paid content as well. So if you're looking to grow your business, don't miss this free information that's there and under the webinars. And then the Credit Repair Summit information is paid, and based on the time of the year, the amount could be a little bit different. And then if you want to grow your business using real estate agents, I've got a great training there for you as well. Now, one more thing, we'll go to ScoreInc.com. If you want to get in touch with us, either use the toll-free number, but it's better, and I recommend that you use the chat feature, and we are able to respond to that very, very quickly. Well, again, my name is Joel Pate. Thanks for joining us today on this webinar, and we hope to be doing business with you very, very soon. We will be able to help you grow and increase your business. That's the only way we make money. If you're not making money, we're not going to make money. So that is our promise to you, that we're going to really dig in and help you go to the next level with your business. Again, this is Joel Pate from ScoreInc.com. Have a great day.